Threshold coming up on the white dot, at or beyond the white dot, left turn first available. I got a high wind coming up on about a half-mile final, clear to land at or beyond. Traffic on the left face, you're following a Cessna down, low off your left. Square it up just a little bit, and then we're going to get you in. Start your descent, though. Start your descent on the base. Traffic on final, give me follow on base. Base traffic, start turning toward the numbers now. High wing coming up on quarter-mile final, take it all the way down to the green. Cessna taxiing on the green, expedite down to the next hard surface. Get me some speed, there you go, 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 go fast. This is going to be good. I got traffic on a mile final. You're following traffic ahead and to your right. High wing coming up on the threshold. Take it all the way down to the green dot.
5 Charlie Sierra, 2 mile final.
A mile final, turn north, and we're going to just make you, we're going to bring you back around. Jet traffic's coming up on about a mile and a half final. Runway 9 clear to land.
Okay, all right, let's listen up, guys. If you're on final for runway 9, I want you to offset to the left. I got a jet that's landing on runway 9. The jet's cleared to land runway 9 if you can make it. If not, just continue straight ahead. It looks like you're going around for the jet. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
Oh, we had one right in front of us, sir.
Dragger. Let's see, what we got, a tricycle. Tricycle, put it down. Tricycle, put it down. Tricycle, put it down. Tail dragger, down to the green dot, then a left turn. Short final here, you clear to land on 9, all the way to the white dot, go down to the white dot. Find somebody to follow out here. Canard, just come to the runway, and I might have to just send you around. That'll be fine. And for the jet, you just want to stay in this pattern, or you want to go back out for an instrument approach?
Stay in a pattern, Charlie Sierra.
All right, just stay with me here for a minute. And my tail dragger, let's see, over the numbers, go down to the green. And Canard's going to have to go around. Canard, go around. Canard, go around. Canard, go around. And my high wing here over the runway, keep it airborne. Keep it airborne. You do not descend. Do not descend. You got a fast guy behind you. Do not descend. There you go. Keep it airborne. Keep it airborne. As soon as the guy behind you gets slowed down, I'm going to put you down. So keep it airborne. The one that just passed the white dot, make a left turn on the hard surface. All right, my high wing tail dragger, you can put it down now. You can put it down now. And Charlie Sierra, let me get you about a mile off. Let's see, Charlie Sierra, I lost. There you are. Make a left-hand turn. I'll try to resequence you here on the downwinds. We'll see how it looks. Short final, you're clear to land runway 9 on the white dot. Clear to land on the white dot. There you go. And the tricycle left on the hard surface and follow the flagman. Welcome. Thanks for being part of the show. And let's see, just find somebody to follow out follow on the final. And as you get close to the runway, if it's not going to work, we're going to send you around and then try to resequence you. Now, who else got sent around that's not back on the downwind? The Canard?
Yeah, Canard.
All right, Canard, there's a Gulfstream up there that went around too. I just lost sight of him, but you're going to make kind of a left-hand turn and stay low. I think Charlie Sierra, what's your altitude?
3,200.
Okay, that'll be fine. Just maintain VFR. I don't know what else is up there above you. Probably most everybody's down here, so just make a left-hand turn. We'll try to get you back here.
Canard's got the jet in tight.
Okay, the RV, maybe an RV-10, whatever, you're on final. Keep your speed up and go all the way down to the, aim for the green dot for me. Actually, keep your speed up. There's a guy behind you. Aim for the green dot, and I'm sure that's plenty of room for you to land on runway 9. You're clear to land on runway 9. Number 2, you're going to go down to the white dot. Follow the white dot. Actually, you know what? That's 1,500 feet. You're going to land at the white dot. The spacing looks adequate here. 2 guys on final. You're kind of tight there. Keep each other in sight, and you're going to aim for the white dot. If it's not going to work, we'll come up with a plan B. We might have to send you around. The second guy behind you out there in about a 2-mile final. Are you slow enough to be able to follow that guy in front of you? You need to go around. Well, I probably shouldn't ask that because I had about 5 guys answer me, so I should know better than that after 35 years, you would think, right? All right, so let me see. The guy who's number 1, it's number 1. What kind of airplane is he? An RV type. All right, RV type. Keep it airborne for me. Keep it airborne. And I got a fast guy behind you. The number 2 guy over the trees there. Go ahead and put it down on the numbers. Put it down on the numbers. My first guy just coming up on the numbers at the over the grass at the numbers. I want you to keep it.
T-minus 1 minute and counting.
Hello.
Three, two, one.
Hello everyone. I hope you can hear us and I hope you can see us because I have to say the internet
is slightly challenged here at the moment. I know it's got a wired thing, but I'm not entirely sure it's connected the other end. But anyway, huge, yeah, expect this will be a bit of a challenge. You're right there. Huge thanks, first of all, to the sponsors of all our Oshkosh coverage, which is Cirrus Air, Cirrus. We have a table, chairs, and there's music and stuff. It's amazing, brilliant. You can actually hear us, and it's still working, so that's good. We got some people here who come to see us, which is fantastic. Hello, people, thank you. There's loads and loads of you. There's probably 5,000 people there.
There's huge applause. As the Wheelie Plane bloke says, it's extremely hot here, and I am wearing black.
It's blood. Yeah. It's Oshkosh. It's like someone said that it recharges your aviation spirit for the year, and I think it does. So.
Aviation paradise.
Aviation paradise. Yeah, absolutely. Right. What do we do? What are we doing? Dave, you wrote. Tell us about.
Oh, wait. He wrote the show.
There's a ton of news. It could be just Oshkosh news, or there's other news as well.
Have we got any important news?
The really important news, yes.
Go on then.
The Oshkosh news first, or the.
Well, let's see if there's Oshkosh and really important news together. So okay. There's Textron who came out with a new interior for their Cessna 172. I mean,
boring.
I know. It's taken a while, hasn't it? But,
you need to understand that behind that whole refresh was most of their sales 172 are to fleets, flying schools. They need an interior which is
jet washable.
And it's only taken them, I don't know, 25 years
to do that. That's true.
Actually, 1994 was a single engine restart. 96, 94, something like
that. 30 years.
Someone do some sums quickly.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, well done. Well done for the new interiors.
Yes. So the new interiors for Cessna singles, there was, of course, the opener Blackfly, that weird thing that sort of flutters along. They're looking for 12 disciples to be the first buyers and become part of the early access program.
But they're not willing to tell you how much.
No, we don't know how much.
Is that like, we want you to be a disciple, but you write a check, but we'll fill in the numbers?
I don't think it's just a coincidence that the first one is a paramedic.
So, actually, not in deference to say, thanks to our Cirrus hosts here, they also launched the Cirrus Approach brand new PPL course, so you can follow that online. And I have to say, the material is pretty stonkingly good.
Yes.
And then on the jet, the SF50 jet over there, there's an automatic radar that you just turn on and it works it all out. You don't have to be like a radar whisperer to do the weather radar things. And they've got something called Cirrus IQ. It means that I could take this and it'd tell me just how much fuel was in my Cirrus jet. I have one, which I don't. So, sorry about that. So there you go.
Yeah. In Garmin use, you probably know more about this than I do, Ed. The radar altimeter for experimental aircraft.
I don't know anything about this at all, Dave, but I do know that they've launched this radar altimeter, and they made a special case of saying this may be useful for backcountry pilots. And you go, I can't imagine any backcountry pilots using a radar.
In fact, what Ed actually said was, when you see no more advertising from Garmin on Flyer, you'll know why.
I can't remember what it was. Was it?
He said, like backcountry pilots, they'd rather wear a dress.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that was it.
But yeah. So, but I obviously don't agree with that.
No.
From a commercial point of view.
Yes, Ed's views do not represent anything from Flyer.
Yeah. Is there water on the cabin? No. No. Sorry, it's the internet.
Yes. We're in focus on our screen.
Yeah. We put this on. Signal a bit weaker and cooler. Right, what next?
Garmin also launched a thing they call PlaneSync, which is the other end of the scale of aeroplanes, which basically it's like a big app on your iPad and allows you to check what your aircraft is doing while you're not in it.
Do you know what though? I mean, we're here in like the biggest aviation festival of all, and do you think there was a challenge before when they would think, let's see if we can bring those boring news stories or something?
There wasn't a lot of exciting news.
No, so
no.
Do you want to lose another bunch of advertising?
Yes, go for it.
This is Continental.
No,
Continental have announced that they are about to start using vegetable oil that processed to sustainable aviation fuel.
Chip fat?
No. What they've done is they've said they're improving their engine for it. They're not going to supply the fuel or anything. No. If someone else supplies them some fat, their engine will run on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yes.
Okay, well, move on to the other news.
Yeah, well, I don't know, really.
Still got some
I'm not sure anybody will keep watching if we've got any more news like this at the moment.
There's a really exciting piece of news in the UK, and that's it. A company called Aerovolt, brand new startup, is launching a network of electric charging stations for electric aircraft. The guy who started it is
Steve Randall.
Not Steve.
He has a Pipistrel fellow Ellis Electro.
Right, sneak in there for a second.
Right.
Hello, we're live, and this is Steve Randall, author of the famous book
Rubber Suits and Lukewarm Soup.
Rubber Suits and Lukewarm Soup.
Yeah.
More important,
Yeah, about 7 cases to celebrate his season. 903 day. Wisconsin design. Look.
I think you'll have to repeat all of that because there's no.
So this is a special. It was brewed in Wisconsin. There are only 7 cases of it. It's to celebrate the king's coronation. And it's all about flying a chip, which starts with W.
903.
So there are 4 individual designs, which are just amazing. The only one with the coronation can drink this now.
I know.
Oh, he probably put engine oil in. There's no one to drink it.
Well,
No. Good, excellent. Well, thank you. And Steve Randall's fantastic. Still get your book on Amazon,
Kindle.
Kindle, and all this. You check the Sparta Foundation.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
just going to do something here because it's asking us to stop the video and see audio works better without the video. Because apparently people.
Okay. Is it any better?
That's his note.
Same. Start the video again. See if that makes it any more different. Yeah, we need to thank
You restart the.
Stream. Hello. Are we back?
Yes. Sorry for the slight technical delay.
Hello. Can you hear us? Is that any better? Is it working? Yes, no. We were in the middle of thanking Ivy for everything, and Ivy has just solved this problem and might be solving it even more. Ivy went flying with Rachel this morning.
Good news. It's better, says Ed Ludlow.
All right.
Thank you, Ivy. Now the sun's come out and the exposure's all wrong. Oh.
Tell you what, well, what can we do about it? Do we bother? I don't think we bother to do anything about it.
Okay,
do we? No.
Let's not do anything about it.
Yeah. Like it's intermittent cloudiness.
Yeah,
It is
exactly.
yeah, it'll be
Better
cloudy.
sound and vision now.
Oh,
Excellent.
fantastic.
Way better. Shall we start again?
No.
Well, we'll ignore the boring news.
No. Where's James gone? Oh, there he is. He's over there. That's okay. So did you all hear about this beer that was delivered in order to celebrate the coronation of Prince King Charles?
King Charles.
King Charles.
I did not hear about this beer.
It's working. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be trying to make you panic over here.
Yeah. Well, you know
Well,
what?
I think it worked. Is it working on the?
We might be Wi-Fi'd
I think
to
we're
it.
Wi-Fi.
Let me tell you whether
Are you
it's.
on the Wi-Fi?
Well,
Yep.
because the landline didn't.
Oh,
Yep,
so
yep.
it's not working.
Well, let me tell you 2 seconds ago. Where's my network thing gone? There it is. No, it's not connected. It's Wi-Fi only.
All right, well,
It's Wi-Fi only.
Wi-Fi only.
let me go see what.
Thank you.
Okay, so there you go. So an overexposed thing. So we got some nice beer, which is IPA brewed in. Did I bore you with this already?
Yes.
We've been through that.
We've been through that.
Okay. I'm going to put this down
Should
there.
we talk about all the exciting stuff of Oshkosh?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Ivy,
Yes.
tell us about the exciting stuff of Oshkosh.
Well, the exciting stuff of Oshkosh is basically all the people that are here. We went flying this morning. Rachel learned how to fly and land a Cirrus, which was amazing. She did a phenomenal job. And we waited for 40 minutes to take off. And then after we landed, it probably took 30 minutes to get to parking. So there's just so many, loads of people. We saw Corsair take off. We saw P-51 take off. We saw a flight of T-6s take off. Loads of other things.
Taxi
So
by some F-22s.
yeah, I mean, no big deal. A couple Ford tri-motors. So yeah, I mean, like the excitement is here. Everyone's here. The night air show was amazing
It
last
was
night.
really good.
Fireworks, incredible. Wall of fire. Yeah. And just walking around, seeing. We saw the Dream Lifter and the
Yeah.
Super Guppy.
The Super Guppy.
The
is
Super
super,
Guppy
isn't
is super cool.
it? Yeah.
And that's probably the most fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Ivy.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing internet.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you all for coming to our display and broadcasting live from Oshkosh from right here in the Sears booth.
And I've been promoting the
I appreciate it.
Thank
Hello,
you.
everyone. Have a wonderful Oshkosh.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, did we finish the news, or was there some exciting English news? There was like electric chargers at airfields was
Yeah,
about
yeah,
as
exactly.
exciting as it gets.
Yeah, well, the other big story of the week at home in the UK is about the Barton ADBS flight display director information display being approved by the CAA.
That's fantastic. Is that a EU Avionics product?
It is ping station something or other.
Okay.
Yep.
That's really good. Okay.
Sorry. Someone wake me up.
Yeah.
Whoops, what have I done? Kick my beer.
Cool stuff has been going on here.
Yes. Good
Okay.
question.
Well, the show opened, and one of the cool things I saw was the Ascender aeroplane.
Yes.
Which is it's a four-seat stall aeroplane. The engine is above the cabin, so you get a tremendous view. So that was fantastic. Dave, what have you seen?
Well, this morning I was sitting inside something called the Murphy Bull Moose.
Sorry.
We are live.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We're working on the Wi-Fi.
Can you give me that line?
So someone's saying it's actually higher definition than UK broadcast. So maybe we're just good with the internet on Wi-Fi.
Let's not touch
Lots of people are saying,
Yeah.
don't touch anything.
Okay, we won't
So-
touch anything. We're trying.
There you go.
Right. Well, while you chaps talk, I'm going to go and adjust the iris because
Oh, right. Okay.
freaking
anyway,
me out.
talking about this Murphy Moose, it's a basic Murphy Moose.
With a turbine.
No, this is not a turbine one.
Okay.
This is the one fitted with an LS3 Corvette V8 engine.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, it's very, very big, very cool
Yeah.
aircraft. This particular one I was sitting in is the middle one. It's called the Bull Moose, and that produces a mere 480 horsepower.
Yeah.
It's quite an installation because it's because the basic airframe It's supposed to
Working for you.
take 400 horsepower engines. They've had to upgrade the airframe as well. But it's a big
It's using
aircraft,
your wireless at the
fantastic
moment.
team. And,
Using your wireless
so
at the moment.
if that wasn't enough for you, there's also the
Yeah, it
Monster
does.
Boost with 525 horsepower.
Thank you.
It sounds like you had a horsepower overdose
I
this
did.
morning.
Okay, right now at the moment there's a whole load of B-47s buzzing around, and someone, Rachel,
That would be me.
we haven't done that story yet, have we?
No. Yeah, so at Oshkosh, one of the famous things to do is to fly a Bell 47, and there's about 4 of them buzzing around constantly on a sort of 5-minute circuit.
Absolutely,
And
constantly.
For all of 50 quid, UK quid, you can go up in one and you get a fantastic view of the show. You can get a much better idea of the whole scale of this place, which is absolutely vast. And plus, it's always cool to go up in a helicopter, and a vintage one at that.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
absolutely.
And some of the, I guess one of the neat things is that you bump into people who are over here from overseas, and we bumped into James Hartop, didn't we? From Faraway Comment. And James has joined us, and I think if we...
And James has joined us.
If we wave at him, we can get him to come and join in. Down. Mike.
Hello, James.
Hey, how you doing?
James not only runs Faraway Common, but
Steve Randall's
yeah, dream on. James not only runs Faraway Common, but got here in his Navion.
Yeah, that's right. So arrived here on Thursday after flying the Rangemaster here from Faraway Common down in near Exeter.
How many days was that?
It took me. I actually gave myself about 2.5 weeks. I think in total it was about 30 hours flying.
Wow.
So
And you're leaving it here to have some stuff done?
Yeah, so I've always wanted to do it. It's really interesting. I've always it was interesting. Steve Randall was just here, so one of the books that I took my inspiration from, I actually read it last year.
Yeah,
was his book.
It's a great book, isn't it?
It's a fantastic book. So I started reading that and decided that I really wanted to come to Oshkosh, but also the Rangemaster, after about sort of 20 or 30 years, they need some specialist work doing to them in the wings and fuel tanks wing off operation, and the place to do it is here. So I just thought I might as well combine the two. So I actually came over early in the year, did some training here just to get used to the US airspace, which is amazing, of course.
It is, isn't it?
And then I decided I was gonna do it. Came over, so the aircraft's going to stay here now for probably 2 years actually. So she's going for a wing off literally the next couple of months. Have all that mechanical work done. Engine's actually good. It's just got me here, so that's not going to get changed for the time being. And then it's going to a proper refinishes, and she's going to come out like a new aeroplane. And then the idea then is to actually tour it around the US for probably 8 to 12 months. So as far as Vancouver in one direction and Key West in the other. So
wow.
She'll be out here for a while. So yeah, if you know anybody who's got any interesting aircraft for sale, I'm in the market for one right now because there will be aircraft for sale.
Well, I know a particularly lovely example of Cessna 182, but it's not for sale.
Right, okay. So yeah, it's been an amazing trip, and the recognition from a lot of people has been amazing actually.
So what was your did you have any what am I doing here? Moments?
No, the only time I was really it was difficult leaving. There's quite a tearful goodbye to Catherine at the hangar at Faraway Common. That was a hard one.
Was both of you or for just you?
Well, she started it.
Oh, okay.
But then I made her leave, so I had a quiet walk around the hangar before. I'm not hugely religious, but I said a little prayer in the corner of the hangar as you do. Climbed in the aeroplane and then went. And actually, the most nervous time, to be honest with you, was probably in the taxi from the hotel in Wick to the airport when I was just about to go. But to be honest with you, once you're there, you get suited up. Just like any flight, you fly your flight plan, and it's very much fly your flight plan, and then wow, I'm here. But the aeroplane was as good as gold. Didn't have any problems with it. She didn't miss a beat the whole way across, which was fantastic.
And the moment of euphoria, was that like coasting in Canada, or was that landing here? Or?
No, it was coasting in Canada. Was definitely the moment of euphoria. But unfortunately, it was a little bit short-lived, that one, I'm afraid. I don't know if you heard about my little Top Gun moment there, Ian.
No.
Oh right, okay. So very good friend of mine, Matt Jones, who you know, your sat phone.
Yeah.
And I said to Catherine,
I did.
If you get a call from the sat phone while I'm flying, you need to get a piece of paper and a pen, and I'll write down exactly everything that I tell you. Call 999, speak to the Coast Guard. They'll know exactly what to do. Anyway, about an hour at Narcissus, the thing was stuck to me on my leg, and it was starting to interfere with the yoke. So I took it off and stuffed it down the side of the seat. I think very much of it. Anyway, as I landed at Goose Bay, euphoric on the phone, made it. I managed to butt dial Catherine on the sat phone an hour out of Narcissus.
Oh no!
So yeah, it's funny and everyone laughs, but it really isn't very amusing. But I think Matt managed to give us some good advice, and I know my stepson Brad sat with Catherine for those 4 hours, and I think they drank quite a lot of wine between them. But they managed to hear me on. Oh, it's one of those bugs. There's loads of bugs.
Yeah.
I'll show them.
Sorry, sent it your way.
Got that?
Yeah, that's good.
So no, I think Matt gave us some good advice, and then they picked me up on Goose Radio, and they could hear me on Goose Radio. So she was relieved. So she was actually kinder to me than I would have been. I would have been absolutely furious.
Yeah.
That was the only Top Gun moment.
Oh, cool. And flying in here?
Well, I actually took some advice to the local pilots who got here early, and the reason being is that I was going to come in on a Monday because I collected Catherine at Chicago O'Hare on Thursday, so we had a few days in Chicago together.
Yeah.
And the sort of steam local advice was if you can get in early, so I did. So just before the NOTAM happened, it was still really busy, but I'm parked down on row 71, which is right sort of centre of the vintage area, a really good spot, on a constant flight line for the air show, so that was a good thing. However, I'm leaving first thing in the morning, and looking at the guys leaving, there's a queue. It must be 2 miles long out there, like aircraft waiting to go. So
I think
it's going to be fun.
Took us 40 minutes to get airborne this morning.
Oh really?
There was a long queue.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of hot engines sat out there. And interesting, with a lot of the radials, like there's a big group of Cessna 195s left earlier, and I know with those sitting on the ground, they tend to overheat if they're sat there. So how they're managing that?
I think James Aircraft is the first two-reg aircraft to be at Oshkosh.
Really?
I'm not.
Oh, there you go.
Really?
That's from Chris Rich in Jersey.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, back from departures, you're the only ones left. There was this morning. It was like everyone decided they had to get out.
Yeah.
And Ed was saying you were overhead, weren't you?
I came back from a photo shoot, and we were circling overhead, and every taxiway was full with aeroplanes. So, and then they shut the Fisk arrival down because there was nowhere to move aeroplanes on the airport. Yeah.
Somebody said to me there were 200 aircraft circling around Fisk.
Yes. Yeah, that was
waiting
true.
to come in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Happily, we came in on the Warbird arrival. It's for faster airplanes.
However, I always have to say this, and as it's live on Fly Livestream, I still don't understand why we can't get VFR transits across Bristol and places like that due to control of workload. And you see what goes on.
You got to say that it's all very well saying, oh, the UK's best place in the world for general aviation. This place just does aviation better than anywhere else in the entire world.
I think we should start a new flyer campaign, and I think what we should do is start a campaign to rip up the UK map and then reset the map up using the USA airspace. Wasn't be quite interesting?
That would be amazing. And we have said that Darren Lewington should be the airspace czar.
He would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
We should actually do that and then put that in front of the CAO.
But wasn't there something back in like the depths of politics when I was a kid? So I'm not sure. Wasn't there some secret plan from Harold Wilson or something to become the 52nd or 3rd or whatever number state it was of the US?
Well, that would be great if it got us better GA.
Yeah,
or am I imagining that?
I forgot of that, to be honest with you. That and avgas, of course. The avgas is a lot cheaper here.
Avgas is a lot cheaper here. Yeah.
But my most expensive avgas was in Greenland, and I stuck 200 litres in Kulusuk, and the bill was, I think was it $2,500? The bill in Greenland, yeah, $2,500 for 200 litres of avgas. So it's just, you give me your credit card, just I don't want to know, just fill her up.
£2,500 for 200 litres? Dollars.
Yeah.
That's better. Okay. Has anyone else ever paid more for avgas than that?
Don't know. That's pretty.
Are you holding the current world record? Probably not.
Well,
probably someone who's been. And was that at least pumped, or did you have to?
No, that was pumped. That was full service.
That's okay.
Which was quite nice. But I did know. So I met quite a few ferry pilots while they were doing a trip, and there was a young guy in a Britain Island, an islander from the Isle of Wight, going to I think Puerto Rico. Really cool trip. But in the back of his, he had I think it was 6 200-litre drums of avgas in the back because he wouldn't fill up in Greenland.
Yeah.
And that's what they do, and they won't make it either.
Yeah, it's just too expensive.
Makes sense. But the range master was good for it because I didn't need bladder tanks or anything like that. So she'll take all that.
What's the range of the range master?
So she'll stay up there for 8.5 hours at about 145, 150 knots. She was a little bit slow because she was very heavy with her.
Maybe that's why they call it range master.
I would imagine they do. Yeah.
Absolutely. So. which has been great. Hasn't missed a beat. It's been an amazing trip, and it's also one it is within the reach of many PPLs. If they can, I think you've got to be able to find a time to do it, and I think one of the things that I did with mine was just made sure I had plenty of time. So you know, I wasn't worried about weather windows and all that kind of stuff. I just take the time to do it, and I added a lot of safety.
I went on a course about how to fly the Atlantic a gazillion years ago now, and the bloke said, it sort of went on for ages, and at the end, it's, okay, if you just want the summary of it, it's check the weather, check the weather, check the weather, then check the weather again. And if the weather's good, go. If the weather's anything but good, just stay in the hotel.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think if you do that, it's absolutely fine. I mean, the ferry pilots are under some kind of commercial imperative to shift the stuff. Can't really do it like that. But certainly when I did it, I'm going to take plenty of time like you did. If the weather's dodgy, can we go anywhere?
No, exactly. I sat it out for a couple of days in Wick for that reason.
There was a place I stayed in Arctic Canada where I'm pretty sure that after about 3 days, I'd have persuaded myself that a storm was actually pretty good VFR.
Yeah, absolutely right.
And you can get out.
But I used, I tell you what I did use. I used the Windy app the whole way.
Yeah.
And I have to say it was massively accurate. It was great because you could get all of the information, whether it was the sea state, you know, direction as well, and all that sort of stuff. Just in case you get a landing issue, icing levels, wind direction, you know, everything's on it, and it was really accurate. It was spot on accurate the whole way across for me. So yeah, I'm a big advocate of Windy now. I have to say it's been better than any other source of weather information.
Cool. So now that you've brought your airplane here and you've said that you're going to leave it here for a bit, clearly you're at Oshkosh.
Yes.
You're going to need another airplane, aren't you?
Yes.
What are you going to buy?
Well, I was going to buy a very sort of straightforward spam cam, you know, for home and use that and then be able to sell shares in it later on once mine's back. But I don't think I can do that anymore. So I've got my eye on a Cessna 195.
Oh, wow.
There's a very nice one for sell down just up where mine's parked right now. Catherine also quite likes to look at the Stagger Wing. But that might not be a really good everyday aircraft, so I think the 195 might be a sensible.
I'm not sure there's.
I know Stagger Wing's a good strip aeroplane.
I'm not sure that.
I'm not sure the neighbours that follow.
I love the 195s, but I'm not sure a 195 and a Stagger Wing kind of need lots of love and probably not just like jump in and go.
No, that's true. I think the 195 is a bit more of an everyday machine here, and certainly the ones at Pan and Line are used very much every day by the people. But yeah, the maintenance cost, the oil consumption is quite high.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about something along those sort of lines. But yeah, 195 would be an amazing aircraft.
Yeah,
very nice.
Not bad. Do you think it's time for Fancy Hangar?
I think it probably is time for Fancy Hangar.
Okay, so we're going to say thank you very much.
No problem at all. Well, thank you very much indeed. It's nice to see you. I always seem to run into all these eclectic locations.
Yeah. Yeah. Where next?
Oh, I don't know.
That dodgy club in Paris? No.
Excellent. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And best of luck.
Yeah, well, thank you. And I'll see you back in the UK.
I look forward to it.
I'll update you on our planning issues at Faraway Common before too much longer.
May they be smooth and trouble-free.
There we go.
Brilliant.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Right. I'm going to see if I can find a little. I don't know if I've still got the Fancy Hangar thing. Where is it? Stand by. There you go. My computer's probably hello.
All the tech stuff because we overlooked the whole sitting out in the blazing sun. Lots of tech stuff has fallen over now due to heat, exhaustion.
I'm feeling much the same way myself.
And Rachel is suffering. Rachel is suffering from temperature.
Have you seen those around the corner there? They've got these little plastic octopuses with a hose pipe.
They like
plugged in, and they generate
spray.
The spray things.
The spray,
yes.
yeah.
And that would be nice.
You have to sort of stand downwind at them because
Yeah.
the spray gets.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and give an octopus a full-on hug.
Yeah.
Right, Fancy Hangar.
Fancy Hangar. It was an easy subject for us this week, and we figured that we would pick our favourite things that we've seen from around the show for our Fancy Hangars.
Yeah.
So literally just that. Dave, what have you seen?
Well, you say that's an easy task, but there are an awful lot of very nice aeroplanes here, and I've seen at least 10 that I want to take home in my back pocket.
Gosh.
But the one that I've chosen as my standout aircraft is a Cessna 180. The term is Resto Mod, restoration plus modifications, and it's got a great story. It's around the corner from here, actually. Built by a company in Texas called Arcus Aviation, and they found this aircraft for sale in Canada in 2020. It's part of a batch of aircraft that have been sitting for over 40 years. And as you can imagine, over 40 years, previously it was a seaplane, so it had been attacked by salt. So there was a lot of work to do on it. The owner of Arcus Aviation, Sarah, drove up to Canada, went into a hotel for 2 weeks to quarantine. When they went to buy the aircraft, arranged for transport to take it all back. And anyway, the result is absolutely immaculate. Not only is the airframe restored, it's got a new-ish IO 520 fuel-injected engine up front. Yep, it's a bit more power. It's got a thoroughly new interior, fantastic avionics on the panel. We've got a video coming up about it, haven't we? So, better see it.
Not right here, we haven't.
Not right here, but later on.
Later on, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's probably about $500,000.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. You go to them and you get this, what is effectively a zero-timed aircraft, immaculately finished.
Yeah.
$500,000 is
pretty good.
Look at half serious for that.
Well, if you think about it, if Cessna were going to present a brand new Skywagon, it wouldn't be $500,000.
No.
It would be much more than that.
It would be much more than that. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Rachel, what did you go for?
Well, obviously I was spoiled for choice, like we all were, and I would have gone for Cirrus because I've been flying that today, the same model that's sitting behind us right now. Went flying in that this morning and it was fantastic, but I chose Cirrus for my Aero Friedrichshafen Fantasy Hangar, so I'm choosing something completely different today, and it's not even an aircraft, it's the Gravity jet suit, which I have actually had a go at, and it is amazing.
Is that you?
That is not me, that is Richard Browning, who is the inventor of the Gravity jet suit. This thing is effectively 2 mini jet engines on each hand and 3 on the back, providing 2,500 horsepower. It's obviously very futuristic, very interesting. Flight time is all of 5 minutes, so it's not really a practical mode of transport at the moment.
Okay.
But it is incredibly cool, and you know, if you want to look like Superman or Iron Man, it is, isn't it? Who has something like that? This is the way to do it.
So how many litres per hour is that?
Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. I should have checked that beforehand.
Lots.
But lots. Yeah, it burns. It's got pretty hefty fuel burn.
So when you flew it, what was that like? Did you get to fly freely?
No, it's obviously pretty dangerous. So they don't let you loose on it just like that. You have to get to grips with how it all works, and to do that, you're tethered to a training rig.
Okay.
So you know, for the first day, you're basically if you manage to hover, then
Right.
you're doing well. And it's really heavy, and the thrust is quite strong. So learning how to vector that thrust to move in the direction that you need to move is quite challenging, but obviously immensely cool. I wouldn't want to be doing it in this heat, because as soon as you fire up those engines, you are
That's hot.
enveloped
Yeah.
in jet fumes,
And heat.
noise. You know, you need ear defenders if you're anywhere near those things when they're starting up. So, but they are very cool. And as I said, I did have a go at one, and we will have a picture coming soon about that, and a video.
Video indeed.
Ian, what did you go for?
I went for the Ascender. There
I
you go.
love this.
It's brought to you by the chap who had the double ender,
It is.
which was a twin.
A guy called Alec Wilde.
Thank you, Alec Wild. And Alec Wild decided he wanted some side-by-side radical bush flying airplane, so he built the Ascender. It's got an IO390, I believe.
IO390, so 210,
210 and a bit horsepower. It's got just a helicopter-like views out the front.
Yeah.
Lovely big tyres, clearly designed to be very rugged. It's kind of like there is some kind of Super Cub DNA in there. At least the tail's a bit kind of Super Cubby.
Yeah.
But it's really intended for rugged backcountry stole aeroplane. The engine, interestingly, sits about 4 feet forwards of the centre of gravity.
Yeah.
But because the thrust line of the engine and the chord of the wing are kind of not actually that far apart, you don't get lots of pitch changes. Apparently, not that I've had a go of it, but you know, I wouldn't say no.
I think it's not a naturally beautiful aeroplane, but I think functionally, it's just fantastic.
Well,
it's a classic. It's the classic thing you see at Oshkosh. Alex said that they've been working on this for 5 years, and they've been flying it around for 5 years, but it's been kept secret. Not really much information around on it about the internet. And it probably helps that Alex does a lot of his flying in Alaska, so not many. I guess less people with camera phones around, but Yeah, this is his kind of dream aeroplane, and
Yeah.
4 seats as well, isn't it?
4 seats, loads of baggage. If camping your thing, you'll be fine with it. They're not really making it for sale, certainly not as a kit. I mean, they probably build you one or help you build your own.
Yeah, it's a build assist program initially, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's probably, and I think they're pretty open about it. You're unlikely to get out the door for less than $500,000-$600,000.
Yeah, it's a super specialist thing.
But it's a very specialist thing and very cool.
Yeah.
Which only leaves. So who's going to vote then?
But wait.
But wait.
Yes.
There's one. Mine?
Ian's just gone.
I've just gone.
Yeah.
Have you not been listening? Ed, what's yours, Ed?
Me. So, as a young person growing up, I had a big stack of sport aviation magazines. And on the cover of one of those, it was one from, I think it was one from the 60s, there was this silver midget Mustang that had been built by a guy who won Grand Champion, and it was the most perfect piece of kind of manufacturing precision ever. Everything that could be made from metal was made from metal, even the cowlings. It was one of those things when you're a kid, you read about it and you go, oh, this is amazing. And the aeroplane hasn't been to Oshkosh in decades. And because it's the anniversary of the midget Mustang this year, and I forget which number it is, but anyway, the owner of this aeroplane, a lady called Nancy Pierce, she's brought the aeroplane to Oshkosh this year, and it is stunning. The workmanship in it, and I do love my metal work. It's just perfection, just unbelievable. And to bring something along like that, that's all polished metal, and just leave it on display for people to enjoy, I just think is wonderful. And this thing is modified as well, so it's got retractable gear. I was lucky enough to shoot it this morning on an air-to-air sortie, and it appears outside the window of the aeroplane like some beautiful silver bullet, and it's just kind of reflecting all the sky around it. It's just magnificent. So,
well, I feel there are some comments here that I need to take care of first of all. So, well, let's have a look. Does Dave have a microphone, and could it be turned up? He has got a microphone. Whether it can be turned up or not, I don't know. He's just quiet naturally. A Sky Demon, Simon and Sky Demon are having a holiday as well. No, they're not having a holiday. It's just an Oshkosh special live stream. So not a normal live stream, an Oshkosh special one. And frankly, it was hard enough getting this lot to come together.
I know, without Simon doing
without
the weather.
everything else as well. And it's been a little bit hairy. So there you go. No is the answer.
So Jane says, I vote for
Rachel. What? When you get bored of it, it works as a paint stripping device
as well. That's quite a good point.
Did you get a free brain, Rachel?
Oh my gosh.
What does that even mean?
Ian wins with the thruster.
Well, it is a bit thruster-like. Yeah.
I think that's it now, isn't it? Just Ian wins.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
What sort of name is Arsender? Says Steve Baker. It's Ascender.
Ascender.
Yes. Now we need some expert scrolling here. There we go.
No, come on, this is ridiculous.
This makes an Optica look pretty. It doesn't.
No, there is nothing that makes an Optica look pretty.
Yes.
I'm not sure I understood that.
I don't know. Dave White.
Maybe that's the Edwin's again. We'll just move on from that. That will do. Sorry, Ian wins. His is useful. Yep. Thank you very much, John. Full freight spend. Ian wins. And Julian Treadwell, Ed wins.
Ian this week.
Ian wins.
Oh, there we go.
Midget Mustang.
Yeah, Ed.
Ian wins.
I think it might be a draw. I think we'd probably call that a draw. If I had in my fancy hangar that Midget Mustang and the Ascender, I would be very happy.
I'd be very happy too.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I'd be very happy if I had Dave's 180, and if I won the balls, that would be on my list of aircraft to consider. I don't have any envy for you and your rocket arms, I'm afraid.
Well, it's the rocket paint stripper. We're going to have to refer to that now.
Yeah.
Last incredibly cool look.
Yeah.
Not literally.
No.
It's cool. It's so hot. It's cool.
It's so hot. It's cool. Yeah.
And that's the whole cool thing is Oshkosh is. Rachel and I were talking about this earlier in the week. Oshkosh is just cool stuff, and it's cool stuff eclipsed by more cool stuff. And when you think you go, I'll have a rest and sit down, I won't see any more cool stuff. Then something flies past, and it's more cool stuff.
And there are air shows every afternoon, but then outside the air show times, there's still loads of stuff flying,
appears,
like just a formation of Harvards, like 10 or 20 Harvards coming over, or all these different fighter jets. B-25 coming over all the time.
We were stood out. I forget which day it was. Oh, we were having lunch with Brian Turner.
That's it.
And a jet flies through. And Brian's like, what's that? And
It was a MiG-23, wasn't it?
And it was a MiG-23. Yeah.
And unlike
Privately owned.
Yeah.
Unlike in the UK, where they're not allowed to fly over the spectators, that definitely happens a lot here.
I'm not sure that they fly over the spectators here.
Oh, we had the Raptor coming over here really low at the Boeing party last night, like straight over the top of us.
Oh yeah, I think they can go north. They can go east-west. But yeah,
No, he came just directly over it. It was completely deafening.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth saying something about the fact that there are 12,000 aircraft flying in, and the logistics that are involved in that. Because I hadn't realised this as a first-time Oshkosh person, but there are 4 coloured dots along the runway.
Oh yeah,
and
I love a dot.
You're given a coloured dot to aim for, so that there are multiple people on final approach at the same time aiming for different dots and landing, in stages along the runway.
Yeah.
And today, when we were lining up to depart in the Cirrus, there's some people who are lining up on the left-hand side of the runway, some are lining up on the right.
Yeah.
We send off all the time. The volume of traffic is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. For me, the busiest fly-in I've been to is the LAA rally, which seems pretty busy, but it's nothing can prepare you for the scale of this.
No, indeed.
Yeah. So if you haven't been to Oshkosh,
put it in your diary now.
Yeah, make a note of the date. It's on the EAA's website. They publish dates far ahead, and you owe it to yourself to come and see it, because it is, and it's been it must have been a bumper year. I know crazy things like camping. Apparently, they've never had more people camping than this year.
Well, it was sold out, and then if you want to reserve a specific space, you rent that space from the day you book it. So even you book it 3 months out because you want somewhere, you are renting that space for 3 months. So there are people who are paying multiple thousands.
Yeah, the campsite opens, and you have to turn up and select your space on that day. Otherwise, you don't get the space. But so you start paying from, I think it's like early June or something. So
what a great ruse that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to buy some frozen grass in November or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Anyway, right. Have we got any more comments? Is there anything else we need to say? Because quite frankly, it's just so hot here that I think we're going to need to melt soon.
Dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Paul Fraser Spencer says, "Popham, aim for the green.
Aim
it's
for the
all
green.
the green dot."
Yeah. Actually, interesting. We came on 3-6 right today, so we got 3-6 left and 3-6 right. And 3-6 right doesn't have colour dots; it has colour squares.
Ah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you aim for the red square as opposed to the red dot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Someone aimed for the red square once, didn't they?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Matthias Rust.
Yeah.
Someone. But yeah, no, excellent place. So I think I'm going to have to wrap it up because I'm just going to melt. Otherwise, we're all dying here.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. We look forward to getting back to the UK.
Yeah.
Another few weeks yet before we start the live stream regularly again.
Sorry about the technical difficulties.
Sorry about the technical
thanks
stuff.
for bearing with us.
Yes. And thank you very much, team. Thank you very much, Cirrus. Thank you very much, Cirrus, Echelon Air, and 4Flight for sponsoring our coverage. It's been awesome, as they say. And if anyone's got any influence with BA, who did not cover themselves in glory, we're on the 9 o'clock coming back tomorrow night.
Wow.
Or at least 3 of us are. 2 of us are.
Fantastic.
Dave and I are. Rachel's going American Airlines or something. Ed's staying here because he can't get enough of it.
That's it. Yeah. Ed Ledlow says, "Hope that beer is cold."
It's not at the moment. It's warm at the moment.
Yeah.
But it will be shortly. Trust me.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, everyone.
Bye.
See you soon.